Now, some of you already know that I struggled and I was broke for a very, very long time, way too long. I went through 14 different businesses in 12 years until I finally made one of those businesses work, and I went from zero to millionaire in only 2.5 years. So that's what most people know about me. And what most people don't know is what happened after I became a millionaire. I lost it all. And I ended up having only $2,000 in my bank account with a wife and 2 babies. So I went from zero to millionaire and then right back down to zero again. And it was largely due to a misconception that almost 95% of people share, that making money is all that's needed to win the money game. Well, that's what I thought, but you know what? I was wrong. And what I found out, and what I found out the hard way, was that making money was just one part of the equation. I found out that keeping that money is another part of the equation, and that creating time and money freedom, I repeat, freedom, is yet a different part altogether. You know what? A lot of people will strive their whole life, 20, 30, 40 years, to try to make a ton of money and hopefully get rich. And that's great. And you know what? I totally honor those who go for it, except for one little problem. What if you don't make it? You know what? Statistically, there's really only 5%, a 5% chance that you ever get into the highest income bracket, and only a 1% chance that you will ever get to what most people would term as rich. And even if you do earn a fortune, you might still be required to work 10 to 12 hours a day to keep that income and lifestyle that you've created. You know what? To me, this is not winning the money game. It's actually being a slave. Yeah, a rich slave, but still a slave. To truly win the money game, you need to become free, financially free, financially free, financially what? Free. Because once you are what? Free, you have a real, and here's the key word, choice. What's the word? Choice of what you want to do with your life. And to me, that's what it's all about. It's about choice, yes or yes. And here's what most people don't realize, that, and this is big now, listen closely, that rich and free are different. Let me repeat that. Rich and free are different. Not only do they take different amounts of money, but the strategies, the strategies for getting to each are very, very different. And that is absolutely critical that you understand. In short, if we want to become free, what's the word? Free, as soon as possible, we need to go directly to free. And not the much longer route of trying to get rich and then hopefully be free. Does that make sense? So we need to put our energy, our attention, and our strategies on freedom first. And then after we become fully financially free, after we have won the money game, after we never have, here's the word, have to work again, and after we never have to worry about money again, then and only then we can add an entirely new goal to be rich. I hope you and I pray you understand this, because if you really do, you just changed your life, good or good. All right, so bottom line, if you do what I'm going to teach you to do, it's not going to take you 40 or 30 or even 20 years to win the money game. With the right strategies and the right coaching, you can become fully financially free in 5 years or less. For some of you, 3 years or less. And for some, believe it or not, you could actually reposition the money that you might now have and become fully financially free virtually overnight. You heard me right. I can show you how with a few moves, some of you can be free this time tomorrow and never ever have to work again unless you choose to. Sound good? I hope so. So let's go. Let's learn how to get free. I want to introduce you to something that I call the Freedom First Formula. Freedom First what? Formula. Thank you. It consists of 8. How many? 8 critical elements for becoming financially free quickly. What's the word? Every single one of these steps has to be in place or you're going to have problems. So please listen very closely and take notes and don't miss a single step that I'm teaching you. Agreed? Okay, thank you. All right, here we go.